It's time for the Orange Weekly with Howls and Growls.
Hi, I'm Sats Howls.
And I'm Naka Growls.
Together we're
we
Howls
are
and Growls.
Growls.
Welcome back, dogs. Week 4 of 2026 was one of geopolitical whiplash. And the excitement of early January hit a wall of global tension, proving Bitcoin isn't immune to real-world events. Here are the top 5 stories from another wild week. Trade war fears erase $800 million as Bitcoin slips to 91k. The Senate moves to hand oversight to the CFTC. Wall Street goes 24/7. Bitcoin Jesus, aka Roger Ver, escapes jail in $50 million tax deal. And global police bust $100 million crypto money laundering ring.
Turning to stacks, the week was defined by the shift toward institutional infrastructure and the arrival of regulated yield products. Here are the 5 stories you need to know. 21 Shares launches the first regulated stacks. Staking ETP. Elon Musk's Grok says stacks is primed for institutional adoption. Stacks unveils the Big Ideas 2026 for native Bitcoin yield. A major Tier 1 stablecoin nears official launch on the Stacks network. And Stacks takes center stage at the exclusive CfC St.Moritz summit.
Let's dig. Bitcoin faced a sharp reality check on Monday, January 19th, dropping from $96,000 to around $92k in a high-velocity liquidation event. The trigger? Escalating trade tensions between the US and Europe. Headlines on the global stage were dominated by new tariff threats from the Trump administration on European nations that opposed his plans for Greenland. This risk-off mood saw over $860 million in liquidations wiped out across the market, a reported $787 million worth being long positions. We report on a major move in the market next. On January 21st, the Senate Agriculture Committee, led by Chairman John Boozman, released updated legislative text for a sweeping crypto market structure bill. The bill proposes granting the CFTC direct oversight over Bitcoin and Ethereum spot markets, while specifically excluding stablecoins from their jurisdiction. Interestingly, the bill also attempts to bring meme coins under a new network token definition. This regulatory push is seen by some as a race to provide institutional clarity before the November midterms. Also making waves his week, the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE, announced the development of a 24/7 tokenized securities trading platform. Arguably its biggest change in modern history, the move to a 24/7 operation is the clearest sign yet that the always-on nature of Bitcoin is evolving Wall Street's architecture. The platform aims to bridge the gap between traditional equities and the digital asset market, potentially allowing for round-the-clock trading of Bitcoin ETFs alongside traditional stocks. For many, this marks an irreversible stage of institutional integration. And in a story that has ignited a firestorm within the DOJ this week, Bitcoin Jesus Roger Ver has reportedly reached a resolution in his long-standing tax evasion case, avoiding prison time. Reports from January 22nd suggest Ver's legal team, led by attorneys with close ties to the administration, successfully negotiated a deal. Ver paid nearly $50 million in back taxes and penalties to resolve his tax evasion indictment. While this deal was finalized in late 2025, the January 2026 updates highlight the dismissal. Lastly, a massive international money laundering ring was dismantled this week, spanning from South Korea to the UK. South Korean customs investigators disrupted a network that moved $102 million using crypto mules, while in the UK, a professional launderer associated with the 2024 61,000 BTC seizure, Jimin Chen, was ordered to pay back £5.6 million or face an extra 8 years in prison. These high-profile enforcement actions demonstrate that international regulators are aggressively tightening the AML net around large-scale Bitcoin mixers and illicit on-ramps. Over to you, Naka.
Thank you, Sats. And in our Stacks roundup, we lead with a win for institutional access. Asset manager 21 Shares officially launched the Stacks Staking ETP, STX, on January 21st. This product is the first of its kind to automate the stacking process for European institutions, allowing them to earn native Bitcoin rewards within a regulated environment. This move is seen as a validation of Stacks' unique value proposition, turning a Layer 2 token into a yield-generating instrument that pays out in native BTC. Next up, the Stacks community put Grok to task this week, asking which Bitcoin L2 is best primed for institutional adoption. In response, Elon Musk's creation was clear. To quote the AI verbatim, "Based on current data, Stacks stands out for institutional adoption. its Nakamoto upgrade with ZK rollups enables scalable smart contracts and DeFi on Bitcoin security, driving yield strategies and RWAs. TVL hit $6 billion plus in 2025, with strong growth in tokenized assets. Other L2s like Liquid excel in privacy, but Stacks leads in programmability. And while Grok's answer got to the heart of the matter, one community member was quick to point out some areas of discussion, which Grok verified. Nakamoto upgrade focuses on POCs for speed and finality, with ZK proofs in exploration, but no full ZK rollups yet. RWAs and tokenized assets are emerging via SBTC, but indeed limited beyond USDC for now. Glad we align on the strengths like TVL growth and programmability, bullish on what's next. In other news, the Stacks Foundation just released their Big Ideas 2026 report. The report highlights 6 major pillars designed to take Bitcoin from a passive asset into an active, programmable financial system. Key among these is the launch of self-custodial Bitcoin staking, a breakthrough that allows users to earn BTC-denominated yield directly on the Bitcoin-based layer without giving up control of their private keys. Beyond staking, the report details the rise of productive Bitcoin treasuries for institutions, the expansion of decentralized BTC USD rails through protocols like Bitflow, and the emergence of an AI agent econom. By combining the security of Bitcoin with the speed and programmability of the Stacks layer, these initiatives aim to unlock the trillions in idle BTC capital. On the liquidity front, reports from the Stacks Foundation this week indicate that final negotiations are underway for a canonical deployment of a Tier 1 stablecoin, rumored to be USDC, directly on the Stacks network. While USDCX has already seen success, a direct, native deployment from a major issuer like Circle would eliminate bridging risks and provide the deep liquidity needed for large-scale institutional lending protocols like Granite and Zest protocol to scale from millions to billions in total value locked, TVL. Last up, the Stacks ecosystem took its vision for a productive Bitcoin to the highest peaks of finance this week. The team, including Munib Ali and Kyle Ellicott, were out in force at CfC St.Moritz 2026 in Switzerland, the world's most exclusive, invitation-only circle for digital asset investors. Often described as the Davos of crypto, CfC St. Moritz is a 3-day summit where sovereign wealth funds, family offices, and top-tier institutional investors gather behind closed doors to set the agenda for the year ahead. This year's event focused heavily on the intersection of AI and Bitcoin infrastructure, providing the perfect backdrop for Stacks to showcase how the network is transforming Bitcoin into a programmable asset class.
And that wraps up the Orange Weekly. Remember to share with the pack, keep your noses to the ground, and your ears pricked so you never miss a beat. Until next week, may your walks be long.
And your treats be plenty.